Hello and welcome to everybody in my second lecture of tunneling or tunnel engineering, and which deals with the shafts, pilot tunnel, cross cuts, as well as various methods of hard rock tunneling. So please watch my video until the end to get all the ideas regarding the shaft, pilot tunnel and various methods of hard rock tunneling. And this lecture might be useful to you for MPSC examinations as well as GATE and other type of competitive examinations useful for junior engineers and all fresh engineers for their orientation program also. So don't miss to subscribe my channel and ask others to subscribe. First of all, we discuss about the shaft. What is the shaft? Shaft is nothing but the vertical tunnel. Generally, tunnel are the horizontal one. But if one vertical tunnel is constructed, such a vertical construction is called as a shaft. And technically, it is defined as vertical wells or passages sunk along the line of tunnel at one or more points between the entrances to permit the tunnel excavation to be attacked at several points at the same time, which means, please look at this figure. If this is the hill or a mountain, this is the hill or a mountain, and this horizontal dotted lines showing the tunnel, and this vertical well which is driven, these vertical wells are called as a shaft. And by constructing this shaft, we can attack the tunnel construction at a time at several places. These 2 points also we can attack. We can attack from here also. We can attack the construction from that portal or edit. Okay. Then we will discuss about the uses of shaft. What are the different uses of shaft? To provide the additional faces to working as described earlier. It is opening for removing the excavated material. Then pumping of water, if any, from the tunnel. So it is used for drainage also. Achieving adequate ventilation during the construction of tunnel. It is used for ventilation. And passageway for the construction tools, workers, machinery. Hoisting of mucking pipe for ventilation, and it is used also for the pipes for water and compressed air. Then what is the factor, or what are the different factors governing the size of shaft? That amount of muck to be hoisted means amount of excavated material to be removed, that is important for the size of shaft. Second is the hoisting system adopted, which hoisting system is used to remove the mucking, that is also important. Then size of muck car is also important. Number of workmen at a time used for tunneling operation also governs the size of shaft. Then space required to carry the pipe and wiring, type of construction equipments used, and any other use of the shaft governs the size of shaft. Right? Then classification of tunnel, you must remember IVTP. I means inclined, V means vertical, T means temporary, and P means permanent. Inclined shafts, they are used when depth is small. Vertical shafts are easier and cheaper to excavate, as we explained in earlier figure. Temporary shaft, these are the filled after construction, their use is temporary. And permanent shafts left open after construction because use is permanent. According to shape, the circular shafts are there. They are suitable when lined with the steel liner plates or concrete. And shaft over center lines means if this is the center line of the tunnel, then the shafts which are located over the center line are the shaft over the center line, and which are located other than the center line are the side shafts. Right? Then pilot tunnels. Pilot tunnels is first driven in upward direction because the shaft section is excavated to full section in downward direction. The pilot tunnels or shafts is used for mucking out. Please look at this figure. This is the main tunnel. Okay. And this is the shaft, which is termed as also side shaft because which is not located on the center line. This shaft is located on the center line of the main tunnel. Okay. In this figure, the tunnel which is connecting to main tunnel, this is the main tunnel, and this is the shaft, is termed as a pilot tunnel. And in such a situation, pilot tunnel are driven in upward direction because this shaft is driven in the downward direction. Then construction of shaft. The operations are the drilling and blasting, which is required for hard rock tunneling. Mucking means removing of excavated material. Timbering is used to support the faces, and pumping is used for drain of the rain water or drainage water from the tunnels. Method of attack. If you want to attack the tunneling operation at the several places as discussed earlier, we require the shaft also, and also we require the pilot tunnel. Please look at this figure. The top top horizontal portion is the main tunnel, and bottom horizontal portion is the pilot tunnel. Then the tunnels which are connecting the main tunnel and pilot tunnel are called as a cross cuts. It is very easier to understand. And tunneling for hard rock, there are different methods. First is the full face method. Full face method name itself indicate we have to attack full section at a time. Full face method means the whole section of the tunnel is to be attacked at the same time. It is suitable for the tunnel having cross sectional area up to 3 meter diameter. This method frequently used for large tunnels also. Advantages is working is faster, tunneling is continuous, and mucking track should be laid continuously. Disadvantage of this method is full face attack method required heavy mechanical equipment because we have to drive that tunnel at a time. Method may not be possible for unstable rocks. It is difficult because collapse is there, and limited for shorter span. Limited for shorter span. Please look at this figure. If this rectangle is the full section of tunnel, then this full section of the tunnel is supported by these vertical columns and the sliding drill. These are the sliding drills. These sliding drills are used for drilling operation at a time. Very simple to understand. Heading and bench method. The top section of the tunnel is termed as a heading, and the bottom section is termed as a bench. Then such a method is called as a heading and bench method. This method involves driving of top portion in advance of bottom portion. So in heading portion, the work of tunneling is carried out at the earliest, and it is used when tunnel section is large and quality of rock is not good. What is advantages? Simultaneously drilling and mucking is possible, and it requires the less power as compared to full face method because we have to attack the half section only and carry out the two operations at a time, that is drilling and mucking, right? Then drift method. What is drift? Drift is nothing but the central portion of the tunnel which is to be excavated, central or side portion which is to be excavated at the earliest. According to that position, the drift method, this method is divided into central drift method, side drift method, top drift method, and bottom drift method. CSTB, central, side, top, and bottom. Central drift method advantages: it provides the good ventilation. Supported platforms are not required during heading work. Mucking work goes undisturbed. And what are the disadvantages? Enlargement cannot be started until central hole or central drift are complete. Ring drill work may require change in spacing, and it is time consuming. And this central rectangular portion is the central depth. Okay. And this top portion is the roof of tunnel, and this is the bottom portion of tunnel, and these are the side walls of tunnel. These terms are important in tunneling. Then side drift method. It is used for bad grounds or unstable grounds where ground is not good, and such a side is supported by the arch timbers. Top drift method. This is the top portion. In top drift method, this is the top portion, and this is drilled first. Advantages is overall cost of blasting is reduced. Drilling can be carried out independent of mucking. And disadvantages: water and other pipes must be installed twice, and the trolley track must be laid twice. Then bottom drip method. Roof can be properly lined in this bottom drip method, and no platforms are required because already bottom drilling is done first. Then various drilling patterns used for tunneling operation or hard rock. First is the horizontal wedge cut. It is used when height of tunnel is more than its width. In such a situation, this horizontal wedge cut pattern is used for drilling. And these are the drilling patterns, drilling holes. These are the drilling holes. And second is the vertical wedge cut method. Vertical wedge method is best cut when drilling from columns. It can be drilled by bars in small lengths also. Then bottom cut, commonly used in mining operation. Such a type of drilling pattern is commonly used for mining operation. Then pyramid cut, shape itself indicates it is used for circular or horseshoe shape of tunnels. In such a situation, we go for pyramid cut. And buster cut is used. This buster cut pattern is used for deep holes. It is important. Buster cut is used for deep holes. Sometimes in competitive examination it is asked. And for more details, you may please contact my administrator, or please email me if you want some more thing or you want to ask some details. And please don't miss to subscribe my channel, and please watch my all lectures up to the end to get the maximum marks in competitive type of examinations. And please ask others to subscribe my channel as early as possible. So till then, good night, bye bye, see you, bye.